Okay, the first case is your grouping method. What we have to do? This is the equation. You can identify. This is your Lagrange's linear equation. This is of the form PP plus QQ minus QQ equal to R. So first, what we have to do? We have to find the value of P. What is P? P is y square. What is Q? Q is minus xy. And what is R? R is x z minus 2y. The auxiliary equation is dx upon y square, but that is dx upon p, dy upon q, and dz upon r. So dx upon y square equal to dy upon minus xy equal to dz upon xz minus 2y. Now what is your grouping? Grouping means we have three ratio 1, 2, 3. They can be grouped by how many ways? Either we can take first and second, we can take first and third, or we can take second and third. There are three methods of grouping, three ways of grouping. Although there are many ways of grouping, but still in this scenario there are only three methods of grouping. So taking the first and third and second means dx by y square and dy by minus xy, and as y is common, so cancel out y, we get dx upon y equal to dy upon minus x. Now cross multiplying, we get x dx equal to minus y dy. Now they are integrable. Now integrating, we get what? Putting the integration sign, we get x square by 2 y square by 2 minus y square by 2 plus c. We can, for easiness, we can write c as c1 by 2. 2 will be cancelled out, it will be equal to x square plus y square equal to c1. So this is your first solution, u equal to c1 type, where u is what? U is equal to x square plus y square. Similarly, taking the second ratio and the third ratio. Here also what is common? X is common. The cancelling out x, we get dy by minus dy by y equal to dz by z plus minus 2y. Okay. Again, by cross multiplying, we get this z dy plus 2y dy equal to y dz. Now the problem in this type of equation is what? Here you can see dx is having only x term, dy is having only y term, means in this only x term is there, in this only y term is there. So we integrate it directly and we get the answer. But in the second equation, y is with dy is with z. Here dy is with y. No problem. No problem with this, but problem with this term. Second is dz with y. To integrate it, either we want y with y or z with z. But here they are mixed. For what? For this, what we will do? We have to take like this. 2y dy, we put this here only, and y dz we copied, and we take minus z dy to this side. It will become z dy. Okay. Now 2y dy as it is equal to, this can be written as yz differential, means differential of yz. How it can be written? See, dyz. If we have to differentiate dyz, these are two functions, first function and second function. What is the method of differentiating? First function as it is, second का differentiation y dz plus सेकेंड फंक्शन एज इट इज एंड फर्स्ट का डिफरेंशिएशन. तो y dz plus z dy can be written as dyz. Now you understand? So we write this equal to dyz. Now integrating both the side we get y square by 2, 2 will cancel out, it will be equal to yz plus c2. The next solution is y square minus yz equal to c2 as v equal to c2. Now what is the method? We can write this equations, this solution like this. So this is your required solution by grouping method. Now what is the main thing to group the things? You can see we take these two. We can see very well that here only x and y terms, here only y and x terms are there, so they can be grouped easily. Similarly here there is the term of x, y and z, but x are cancelled out, means only we are having a term of y and only we are having a term of z. No, the third thing, third is what? Third is x. No third variable is there. When we have this type of situation, means जब हमारे पास अगर ऊपर x है और ऊपर अगर y है, तो जो नीचे जो टर्म आ रहे हैं वो सिर्फ x और y में होंगे, तो हम आराम से इसका ग्रुप कर सकते हैं और इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. सिमिलरली इन दोनों को मान लो हम लेते, सपोज इन दोनों को लेते, क्योंकि आप ये पूछ सकते हैं कि आपने 1 और 2 और 2 और 3 ही क्यों लिए. चलो मैं 1 और 3 ले लेती हूँ. अगर मैंने 1 और 3 लिए तो आपको दिख रहा है इसमें x है, इसमें y भी है, इसमें z है, इसमें x y z तीनों हैं. तो यहाँ पे ये पॉसिबल नहीं होगा सॉल्व करने में, क्योंकि x यहाँ से एलिमिनेट नहीं हो रहा है. जबकि हमने अगर सेकंड और थर्ड लिया तो हमने यहाँ से इस x को आराम से एलिमिनेट कर दिया, हटा दिया. कौन से बचे? सिर्फ y वाले और सिर्फ z वाले. तो इनको तो हम किसी तरह सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, पर अगर 3 आ जाएंगे तो हम सॉल्व नहीं कर सकते. मतलब ये है ग्रुप करते वक्त आपको ध्यान रखना है कि जो ऊपर डिफरेंशियल है, जिसका ऊपर डिफरेंशियल है, जैसे यहाँ पर y का है और z का है, तो नीचे जो टर्म आए वो सिर्फ y और z के आए, x नहीं आए. ठीक है, ओके. नाउ लेट अस कम टू द सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल. हियर यू कैन सी वेरी वेल व्हाट इज दिस. दिस इज p, कोफिशिएंट ऑफ p. दिस इज q, कैपिटल Q, and this is capital R. Again forming the auxiliary equation, we get this. Okay. Now if you take this one, first one and second one, you can see the differential is of x and y, but the terms are x, y, z, all three, and z is not eliminated, so we will not take this group. Okay. Now taking second and third, here you can see the unwanted term, that is unwanted variable is what? X. It can be eliminated from both the sides. So eliminating x as well as 2, we get this, and integrating it, it is what? Dy upon y. When we integrate it, we will get log y equal to log z plus log c. Now you can ask a question, why you have taken log c? Because here we are having a term of log, here we are having a term of log. There is no harm in taking log c1, as this will be equal to y upon z equal to log c1, and log will cancel out and it will get y upon z equal to c1. So put in your mind that when we are having other term in log, we will take the coefficient in log only for our easy.